Hi, my name is Alan Romero, and I'm an employment litigation attorney here in Pasadena, California. Our offices at Romero Law APC represent whistleblowers and victims of discrimination, retaliation, and harassment generally in the Southern California area. We engage in employment litigation, primarily under the California Fair Employment and Housing Act and Labor Code 1102.5. The Fair Employment and Housing Act prevents employers from discriminating against employees based on their protected status, such as race, gender, national origin, disability, or sexual orientation, for example. Labor Code 1102.5 prevents an employer from taking an adverse employment action against an employee who has reported noncompliance or a violation of California, federal, or other local laws or regulations. How to pick an attorney. It's very important when you're selecting an attorney to pick someone who has some particular experience in the area that you're looking to recover in. For example, if you're filing a religious discrimination case, it's important that your attorney has some experience in that area. Trial experience is also very relevant and germane to picking an attorney because you wouldn't hire a surgeon who hasn't done the surgery that you're trying to have done, would you? I wouldn't. So the intake process. Generally, we are contacted by clients or potential clients off the internet, or they call our office. First of all, a question I get a lot is how much does it cost to speak to an employment attorney? The answer is it's free, or it should be free. We certainly have never charged for a consult. So you'll speak with a paralegal who will screen your case and get your contact info, and eventually you'll speak to, well, I shouldn't say eventually, but pretty quickly you're going to speak to an attorney from my office, probably me or one of my associates. At that time, we'll walk through the facts of your case, we'll determine what claims potentially exist, and then we'll advise you as potential next steps, whether it's worth your time, effort, and energy to pursue a claim against your employer, and most importantly, what those claims may be worth, which are based on a lot of criteria, which is very fact-specific. Next step is filing a lawsuit against your employer. That is about 2-year process now in the Los Angeles Superior Court due to the COVID epidemic. We're pushed back a bit. Things have been taking a little longer than usual. The first step of the litigation process is us filing a lawsuit against your employer. They file an answer, they hire lawyers. Sometimes there's insurance involved, and insurance will provide defense lawyers for the employer. Next step is a discovery process. The discovery process is when both sides exchange documents, information, and interrogatories, which are questions under oath to each side. Additionally, the major witnesses in the case will have their depositions taken, in which the parties will sit at an office, much like this one, with a court reporter present or on Zoom, and the attorney for the other side will ask you questions or ask the witness questions about the case under oath. Once those things are wrapped up, the case is ready to go to trial. And that's usually about 18 to 24 months out, depending on the courtroom, and 95% of cases will settle before trial, usually right before trial, but for the cases that go, they go. So, a lot of attorneys have different approaches to this. To me, the money's not the most important thing. It's the second most important thing. The most important thing is getting things right. And I think from an ethical, kind of philosophical, and a practical perspective, the best result for the client is generally getting the most amount of money in a recovery, but not always. Questions, if you have them, like I said, doesn't cost anything to speak to an attorney. If you have any questions, give us a call. Our phone number is on the website, and we'd be happy to talk to you. Thank you very much.